Once upon a time, in a vast kingdom surrounded by lush forests, crystal clear rivers, and towering mountains, there lived a wise and kind king named Aldric and his graceful queen, Elara. Their kingdom was known far and wide for its prosperity, peace, and harmony. King Aldric, a man of great intellect and strategy, ruled with fairness, while Queen Elara, with her deep compassion and wisdom, touched the hearts of all who met her. The people adored them, for their reign was one of kindness, justice, and understanding. The royal couple had been married for many years, and their love for each other grew with each passing day. Their castle, a magnificent structure of stone and ivy, stood at the heart of the kingdom, overlooking the fertile lands that stretched far and wide. The king and queen spent their days listening to the concerns of their people, ensuring their well-being, and overseeing the affairs of the realm. But despite the peace and prosperity that surrounded them, a longing for adventure still lingered in the hearts of the rulers. One evening, as the sky turned a soft orange and the stars began to twinkle in the cool night air, Aldric and Elara stood on the balcony of their castle. The warm breeze tugged at the queen's silken gown, and the sound of the river flowing below whispered through the trees. Elara gazed out at the vast expanse beyond the castle walls, her thoughts drifting. "My love," she said, breaking the silence, "do you ever wonder what lies beyond these mountains? What stories the world holds outside our kingdom?" King Aldric, who had always been dedicated to his duties, turned his gaze from the horizon and looked at his wife. His eyes softened as he thought for a moment. "I have often wondered, Elara. But our people rely on us, and my place has always been here. Still, the world beyond must hold mysteries, adventures, and wonders that we may never know." Elara smiled gently, her fingers tracing the stone railing beneath her. "Perhaps we should go find them, together. We have all we need here, but there's so much more to discover. What if we could see the world through new eyes, learn new things that would make us even wiser rulers?" Aldric hesitated. He had always put the needs of his kingdom first, and the idea of leaving it behind for an uncertain journey was daunting. Yet, he could see the light of adventure shining in Elara's eyes, the same spark that had drawn him to her when they first met many years ago. He had always admired her curiosity and sense of wonder. "You always know how to inspire me," he said with a grin. "Perhaps this journey is just what we need. But we must be careful. We will leave our kingdom in the hands of our most trusted advisors, and our people must not be left to worry." Elara's eyes sparkled with excitement as she stepped closer to him. "We will return soon, my love. But for now, let's discover what lies beyond these mountains. Together." And so, with hearts full of excitement and anticipation, King Aldric and Queen Elara made preparations for their journey. Disguised as common travelers, they packed only the essentials and set out at dawn, leaving behind their crown and title. They crossed the wide river that bordered their kingdom and entered a world that was both strange and beautiful. As they journeyed through dense forests, trekked across rolling hills, and climbed steep mountains, they encountered villages and people from all walks of life. In each new place, they listened to stories, shared meals, and learned the traditions and customs of the lands they visited. Along the way, they faced challenges, dangerous storms, wild animals, and the occasional band of thieves, but together, they overcame each obstacle with courage, determination, and love. One evening, as they camped by a quiet lake, Elara turned to Aldric and said, "I never imagined how much there was to see. I never realized how much we could learn from the people we meet, how much beauty there is in the world outside our castle walls." Aldric smiled, his hand brushing through the queen's golden hair. "It's true, my queen. The world is vast, and we are only just beginning to understand it. But the greatest treasure of all is not the lands we've seen, nor the stories we've heard. It is the bond we share, and the love that has carried us through every challenge." Their journey continued for many months. They traveled through bustling marketplaces, crossed deserts beneath the scorching sun, and journeyed deep into mysterious forests where the trees whispered ancient secrets. In each place, they left behind a piece of their hearts, learning from the people and the land. The bond between them grew stronger with each passing day, as did their understanding of the world and each other. But despite the adventures, there were moments of longing for their people, for the castle they called home, and for the quiet comfort of their kingdom. Finally, after many months of travel, the king and queen decided it was time to return. As they made their way back to their kingdom, the people waited anxiously for their return. Word spread through the land that their rulers had been away, and the kingdom buzzed with excitement. When Aldric and Elara arrived, they were greeted with a grand celebration. The people cheered, and the royal couple was welcomed with open arms, their hearts full from the journey. The lessons they had learned on their travels were shared with the kingdom, the importance of compassion, the strength found in unity, and the beauty of the world beyond the kingdom's borders. They also brought back stories of far-off places, knowledge of other cultures, and new ideas to enrich their realm. King Aldric and Queen Elara ruled even more wisely than before. Their hearts were fuller, their minds sharper, and their love for each other and their people deeper. They realized that while their kingdom was their home, the world was vast, and there was so much more to discover, not just through travel, but through understanding and sharing with others. And so, they lived out the rest of their days not only as rulers but as adventurers at heart. They continued to explore, both the world and their kingdom, always seeking to learn, grow, and most importantly, to love. And the kingdom, under their reign, remained a place of peace, prosperity, and endless possibility. And they lived, not just as a king and queen, but as dreamers who had found beauty both in their own lands and beyond. Forever bound by their love, they continued to inspire all who heard their tale, leaving behind a legacy of both wisdom and wonder.